I'll go ahead with the introduction. Well, as you both know, my name is Cheryl Phyillaier, and I'm so glad you came tonight. I feel like there are two kinds of people in the world, those who love essential oils and those who are about to. Well, as I was thinking about essential oils tonight and the topic of winter wellness, some Bible verses were coming to mind, such as Ecclesiastes 3, verses, verse 1, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. So God created these seasons, and specifically, the unique seasons that we get to treasure and enjoy. And in Proverbs 30, verse 25, it says, "The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer." So here we have the ants that God made. They're just animals. They don't know what the seasons are called or anything, but God programmed them to be preparing for the winter during the summer. And of course, Proverbs 31, verse 21 is the Proverbs 31 woman that we all love so much. It says, "She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet." So she worked hard to prepare for the winter so she didn't have to worry. And I hope this webinar tonight will be just a little dose of that for you, maybe some new ideas that will help you prepare for your family with confidence. Well, I'm sure many of you here are Young Living members. You're familiar with essential oils and infused supplements, at least to a certain degree. And some others of you may not be. So here's just a tidbit for those joining us. And you indeed are our honored guests. We're so glad that you could be here. Well, most people have heard a lot of buzz about essential oils these days. But did you know that not all essential oils are created equal? Young Living essential oils have been around for over 20 years. This isn't a fad or something new for them. They have an exclusive seed-to-seal process, which is a promise of purity in 5 careful steps. The first step in the seed-to-seal process involves carefully selecting the seeds that go into the ground to eventually make the oils. The best essential oils come from specific plant species that have been specifically studied for their therapeutic value, and carefully selecting the seeds that go into the ground for our oils is an important first step in our seed-to-seal process. The second step involves an understanding of farming, soil preparation, balance of sun and water, responsible weed and pest control, and wildcraft harvesting, to make sure that our strict standards are met and so that the highest quality aromatic plants are grown. The third step in the seed-to-seal process is distillation, which uses low-pressure steam distillation to ensure that the beneficial plant compounds in each batch remain uncompromised. Just like you can overcook your vegetables in your kitchen and just cook all the nutrients right out of them, it's possible to overcook an essential oil and damage those valuable compounds that we need to preserve. Step 4 involves testing. Young Living never accepts diluted, cut, or adulterated essential oils, and all oils are tested in internal labs as well as in third-party facilities to ensure they meet demanding specifications and international standards. Step 5 is the seal. Young Living completes the seed-to-seal process by carefully sealing and inspecting each bottle. Each bottle label is encoded with detailed tracking information that allows Young Living to trace each bottle back to its original source. Young Living owns farms across the globe and works with partner farms in over 50 locations to indigenously source each oil we provide. This amazing hands-on approach is what sets us apart Young Living is not a third-party broker of oils, but rather a company which embraces each and every step of the process, regardless of financial viability, in order to provide the highest quality oils possible. So what is an essential oil? Exactly. Well, essential oils are what give plants their wonderful smell, like rose or fresh mint. Technically speaking, they are the aromatic compounds found in the seed, bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of the plant. The oils provide plants with protection, initiate cell regeneration, and possess wonderful properties from the plants they come from. If you were to take a lemon and press your fingernail against the rind, you would release the fragrant essential oils from the rind. Essential oils are plant concentrates. It takes 5,000 pounds of rose petals to make 1 pound of rose essential oil. That's a ton, isn't it? 5,000 pounds, that would be like a whole warehouse full of rose petals. The amount of plant material required to extract oils will often strongly influence the price of the oil, as you can well imagine. And that is why some oils are inexpensive and some are more costly. The oils are extracted from the plant material by a gentle steam distillation process which separates the essential oil from the rest of the plant. And that pure oil is what we find in our bottles. Many people are familiar with using herbs to enhance wellness. Well, when plants are dried for tea or to make supplements, 95 to 97% of the essential oil content is lost, as is much of the plant's capability for keeping us healthy. So by using the essential oils, we are getting the complete chemical profile in every drop. 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. I hope many of you were able to connect with the Facebook page and print out those 8 sheets. If not, go ahead to my Facebook page, Share Essentials. And yeah, one of the most recent posts will be about 8 handouts. So we're starting out with this first handout. I hope you can see it there. It's my Winter Stash Secrets, kind of the cover page for the whole deal. Okay, so as I was thinking about winter and just pondering the fact that so many of us in our minds, it's just a given that winter is the time when people get sick. And when people get sick in the summer, they're like, what? I got sick in the summer, we get sick in the winter time. And why is that? I was like, why, you know? I mean, obviously we can get sick any time of the year round, but why is winter just that given time where we just expect to confront germs? And these aren't all my original thoughts, but I benefited from a couple different sources online, and they were just coming up with different ideas. And if you come up with some ideas that aren't listed here, I hope you'll put them in the comments so we can all benefit from each other's thoughts. But one of the primary ones is, if you have a pen handy, to write in that very top link, hydration. Some are commenting that in the wintertime, we tend to not drink as much water. We're not sweating or perspiring. We're not getting probably as much exercise. You know, we tend to not drink as much water. Okay, the second line there would be vitamin D. Vitamin D supports the body in so many ways, including the immune system, the mood and function of the brain, and numerous vital body functions. And so, of course, we get that a lot from our sunshine, and there's a lot less of that, at least up here in the North. You'll down in Florida, not so much. But yeah, we just get less sunshine. We're wearing our thick coats, and our bodies are missing that vitamin D. So, you know, with that not supporting our immune system, we're more vulnerable. Step number 3 would be, let's see, the digestive system. So our immune system starts in our digestive system, and a whole 30% of our entire immune system does live in our gut. And so, of course, gut health and digestive health is important year-round, but especially, you know, in the winter time, we might tend to eat more carbs and starchy foods, more sugars and sweets. And yeah, those things can attack the good bacteria. They can feed some bad bacteria in there, and we can get overgrowth of a certain kind. So digestive health is really something to support in the winter time. Number 4, air quality. At least up here in the north, keeping things closed up and warm. The air doesn't get to circulate and it doesn't get freshened up. So if you're using traditional cleaners with different chemicals, burning candles, using aerosols, artificial fragrances, and just the normal dust and stuff that floats around in the air, that can be a challenge to our health unless we're taking note of that and trying to compensate in ways that we can. Number 5 would be exercise. And maybe some of you, I know some of y'all love to go to the gym, so hey, you're on top of your game. For me, I'm an outdoorsy person. I like to go for walks, and so I know for a fact my exercise levels falter in the winter time. And exercise has so many benefits. You know, we're sweating and we're flushing out toxins. We're getting our heart and our blood and our muscles pumping. Something I commented on your paper is I found that our lymphatic system, our lymph nodes and everything, that's a valuable part of our immune system. I've read that the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. Like our digestive system has the peristalsis that pushes everything through in the heart. The circulatory system has the heart that's pumping it. But our lymphatic system actually relies on our actually using our feet and walking to some degree to circulate that lymph fluid and stuff. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But who knew, right? So just another thought about wintertime. And the last one I have here would be emotions. For maybe due to lack of sunshine, all the struggles of driving in the snow, if you're not a snow person, positive emotions can struggle in the wintertime. And hey, studies have shown that positive emotions such as gratitude positively and strongly impact the immune system. How fascinating, right? So so just some thoughts, like why would we struggle in winter? And I came up with one more after I had kind of the handout, and that was a healthy diet, you know. And of course that's kind of a no-brainer, right? You know, we should be eating healthy, but some things like fresh fruits and vegetables can cost more in the winter time, and if you're on a tight grocery budget, that can be harder to come by, and so you're eating more I don't know, like maybe cooked vegetables or something that aren't quite as fresh. Of course, those have a lot of value as well. Just another thought for the winter time. And of course, our handout says we can't risk getting weaker because germs are getting tougher. And I didn't know this until just a couple weeks ago, but did you know that some germs get tougher cell walls in the wintertime? They actually respond to the change of the season and they get tougher cells. And I have there the web link if you want to follow that and see where I got my information. As well as another article said some germs, such as the common cold, replicate better at cooler temperatures. How crazy, right? Oh man. So germs are getting tougher. So how can we be proactive? Well, I invite you to turn to the next page of your handouts. It's the page Step Into My Stash. And it has some pictures of different products. And I'm sure many of you came and you were expecting to see a bunch of essential oils. And in fact, on this first page, you're looking at some supplements, right? So maybe that's catching you by surprise. And let me say, I believe this is a lifestyle journey. Everything from the food that we put into our mouth to the chemicals that we put on our bodies with our personal care routine, the amount of sleep that we get, just like we talked about the sunshine, the vitamin D, like all of that plays into our health and wellness journey. And for me, I believe these supplements are so foundational that I want to tell you about them first. I want you to know a little bit about them so that you can at the very best, just be aware of these wonderful supplements. Maybe you have your own place that you buy your supplements from, but I would encourage you, these are so effective. And we talked about the dried herbs, really having been dehydrated, having those essential oils dehydrated out of them. Each of these supplements we're going to talk about tonight have essential oils. And the studies have shown that having these essential oils added back into them increases their bioavailability, their ability to be absorbed by the body and used by the body and getting where they need to go. So it's something that really sets our supplements apart with Young Living. These aren't just some essential oils. These are our therapeutic, Young Living, farm-grown, super pure essential oils that they put into each supplement. Okay, so the first one you'll see there is the Master Formula. And this has just been foundational for me. Like, oh my goodness, I do not run out of the Master Formula now. And I brought my box in so you could see it in the little package. There you go. And if you can see that this package has 4 capsules in it. And I wanted you just to know a little bit about each one. There's a tiny one here that's filled with fluid. You probably can't see it there. Maybe you can. And that first capsule is the oils and oil-soluble vitamins. So that's vitamins A, D, E, and K, and 4 essential oils that are primarily for digestion. The second capsule, okay, there's 2 here, 2 rounded pills, and then there's 1 more pressed powder. And those 2 rounded ones are micronized nutrient capsules. So that's all kind of amazing things like folate, minerals, iron, wolfberries, kelp, algae, barley grass, olive leaf, all kind of amazing things in there. And the last one, the pressed powder, is the phytocaplet. It has garlic, elderberry, onion, turmeric, spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts. So, yeah, we were talking about, and I'll be honest, as a mom, I struggle to get those 5 doses of, or 5 servings of vegetables or whatever is on the fruit chart that you're supposed to have all these fruits and vegetables. Well, guess what? I get to cheat a little bit because I get some of those every single day. And these have helped my digestion. Some of the ingredients are a prebiotic, not a probiotic, but a prebiotic. What your probiotic needs to be already in your system to latch onto and grow healthy. These have revolutionized my digestion. I've noticed a big difference. This also has helped my blood sugar. I have struggled in the past with my blood sugar, and taking this vitamin daily, I just stay even, and I don't get those dips and those sinks with the fluctuation. I don't crave my coffee and my sweets. This has been just such a blessing. It also has vitamin D, a whole daily dose worth. It has iron, so many great things. So definitely I encourage you to take a look. Some of my close friends have tried it too, and the one girl, she's a nursing student, and has long clinical days. She says this keeps her going. When everyone else is running for coffee, she says, I feel great, I'm going strong. And another girl, she's a teacher with a very demanding class schedule, and she's like, I will not run out of this. This keeps me going. So, and I have to say the same thing. They are about, I did the calculation, about $2.65 for a daily serving. So it is a little bit of an investment up front. But how much is it saving you health-wise to be able to put all the other things aside? Oh, we got a comment. My first month taking Master Formula, it has been so helpful. Mary, I'm thrilled to hear that. Thank you for sharing that. That is awesome. So as we're looking at our paper, and we were talking about digestive health. This is good for that. The vitamin D. It helps with fitness. If you're feeling great and have more energy, more likely to get your workout in, your emotions, all those kinds of things. Okay, the next product, Ningxia Red. And wow, what a blessing the Ningxia Red has been to us with those wolfberries. Of course, those are grown in China, where people live a lot longer in this region, where they're eating the wolfberries because of all those antioxidants. The Ningxia Red is loaded with antioxidants. It's loaded with nutrients. It has 4 different citrus oils, which are wonderful for winter wellness. It's great for your heart. And of course, if you have a healthy heart, how that affects the whole rest of your body. Healthy organs, healthy cells. Something I love our Ningxia Red for, and I keep it on hand. We drink about an ounce each every day just to support our well-being. But it's been such a lifesaver at times when, say the little ones are under the weather, and maybe they just have lost their appetite, or maybe they've had tummy problems, and so they're kind of depleted. What a blessing it is to have that Ningxia Red to give to them, to just to nourish them and be confident that they're getting some good stuff in their body. I don't think they've ever turned down the Ningxia Red. They love their red juice. Okay, the next one would be, okay, I'm going to jump back to that Ningxia Red for a moment, because I know some of you are already Ningxia Red lovers, and I want to be sure that you saw that the 4-pack of Ningxia Red is discounted through Wednesday. Okay, so you can get the 4-pack for just $101. And of course, in the winter, Ningxia Red tends to freeze, so they encourage you to do expedited shipping if you live in a cold place. They encourage you to do 2 to 3 day shipping. So they're helping us stock up. How sweet, right? 20% off the 4-pack of Ningxia Red, so you can get it shipped with normal shipping before the cold weather comes. Okay, moving along to MindWise. MindWise is a powerhouse of vitamin D. And if you didn't know, vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. So just like we saw in the Master Formula, the vitamin D was in the oil capsule. Here is the vitamin D in the MindWise with the Sasha Inchi nut oil. So that's a powerhouse omega fatty acid that's so good for our bodies. This has MCT oil as well, and some other healthy oils. And I know people that just take like a vitamin D powder, and they take hordes of it and hordes of it. I encourage you to, if you think you want some vitamin D, to try it in the oil base. The oil is going to the brain. The brain is made heavily of oils. Having that vitamin D in with the oils gets there faster. It gets it more potently. You all have probably heard my story, but I took MindWise, and after 4 days, all my coffee cravings and sugar cravings went away. It was toward the end of winter when I was having the winter blues. My winter blues went away. I felt like a whole new person. So if you have someone who's not getting their sunshine that could use some brain support, love my MindWise. Okay, down here on the end, Super C. And this is Super C. This isn't just vitamin C. This is lemon and orange essential oil to boost that bioavailability. This is a variety of different fruits, including some I've never heard of before. I encourage you to look that up online. Also, rose hips are in there as well. And they have it in caplets, and they have it in chewable. So you have a choice of your Super C. And of course, the Life 9 probiotic, which is new. Again, that digestive health. The immune system starts in the digestive system. And the inner defense, which is Thieves essential oil, oregano essential oil, thyme, and lemongrass. So here you're getting some powerful cell support right down to the very cellular level, supporting those healthy cells with the inner defense. We're going to see that a little bit later on as well. And of course down here, these are some self-explanatory. The diffuser, improving that air quality, improving emotions depending on the oil that you put in there. The Thieves cough drops, must have. The Thieves mouthwash, getting some healthy ingredients in the mouth. The Listerine, I still had a bottle on the shelf. The active ingredient is sodium fluoride. So here, if you could swap out that sodium fluoride with the Thieves mouthwash, your active ingredients will be your essential oils that you already love and you know their potency. Thieves cleaner, swapping out those cleaners in your house. You can use the Thieves cleaner to wash your carpets, to do laundry, to make your dish soap. Just a great alternative to so many products, and getting those chemicals out, keeping the air fresh. When you wash the floors, those puppy and kitty paws won't be walking in chemicals. They'll just be getting a little dose of immune support. Okay, so the Thieves cleaner. And of course, the Thieves hand purifier. And I jotted this down last of all. It came to me as I was getting ready. I was putting on my lavender chapstick. And we love the lavender chapstick for when the little ones, if they get like chapped skin on their cheeks from being out in the snow, or maybe a little chapped lip from wiping noses. This lavender essential oil chapstick is amazing for that. Just putting it wherever they need it. Great, very gentle and helpful. Okay, so that was on our first page. Our second page, I want to jump down here to the corner where you see the winter wellness set. And of course, this has some of the products we already talked about. This is in the Christmas catalog, by the way. If you haven't seen the winter wellness set, the Thieves cough drops, the Thieves vitality essential oil, and that is the Thieves oil that's labeled with directions for how to use it internally. So further on, we're going to look at some recipes. I have some great ideas for you, and you'll just be dying to try them, I think. I am anyways. I can't wait to try those. The Super C as well, which is the chewable, and ImmuPro. And I want to talk, sorry, there you can see it better. The ImmuPro. The ImmuPro is one that I haven't looked into as much, I have to admit. I always knew about the inner defense with the Thieves and the oregano, but the ImmuPro is really fascinating. It has those wolfberries. It also has 3 types of mushrooms. And if you look up mushrooms for supporting your body and your immune system, what a great tool to use. I encourage you to do some more research. And our ImmuPro has 3 different kinds of mushrooms. It also has zinc, which we know and love for immune support, like zinc lozenges, right? So zinc, it has that. It has some other micronutrients like selenium, copper, calcium. Now get this, it has melatonin. So the ImmuPro isn't one you take in the morning, right? Or you'll fall asleep. ImmuPro is one you take before bed to get better rest. Because rest, it should probably be on that chart I showed you at the beginning. Rest is so important for staying healthy. So they actually included it right in our ImmuPro supplement, as well as the orange essential oil. So a great supplement, really. And of course, you'll see here on your page, that's $100 worth. But whenever you buy a kit with Young Living, you know that you're getting a discount. So you're actually saving $10 by getting this winter wellness set. You're getting it for $90, so that's the savings. Now we're going to plunge right into all these essential oils, right? And there, I put a lot on the page. I put the premium starter kit on the page. I put the Golden Touch kit. I put the Raindrop kit. And of course, you can see, again, buying those kits and how much you'll save. It was eye-opening to me when I did the calculations. Like, that is a lot of savings right there, buying these as a kit. But I would encourage you to set this off to the side here, and I want you to pull out your next handout, which would be this one. I put my art degree to work, right? And I did some great drawings for you. Some little people with arrows pointing at them. And I hope you have a pen because we're going to fill in those blanks. And yeah. So we'll start right here at the top. This is the line that's pointing to the top of his head. And you'll see right there next to that I put frankincense and Exodus 2. And when I want to start my day, whether I'm maybe someone in the house is sick, and so every time I feel something like, oh no, I wonder if I'm getting it, or if it's just preventative or therapeutic, I love right after the shower to put some drops in my hand, rub my fingertips in there, and rub those through my hair into my scalp, and just feel that and rub them all around. Sometimes I'll even just drop the drop right onto my scalp and then help spread it out with my fingertips, and it feels so good. And I will tell you, Exodus 2 is a hot oil. So if you're a little bit sensitive in your skin, that'll make your scalp burn. For me, I love that. I love that feeling, that warmth and glow. It just, I don't know, it feels great to me. But yeah, if you put carrier oil in your hair, you'll get your hair greasy. So word of caution there. The next arrow down, it says Melrose and purification. Under that line, you can write ears right there. And I love to put essential oils around my ears. Melrose is our absolute favorite ear oil in Young Living. We have airplane stewardesses that, they experience all that changing of pressure as they go up and down the airplane. They love the feel of rubbing the Melrose around their ears. Just for whatever reason, it's a great oil for that. And of course, purification is one that's great around the ears as well. Rubbing it on. The next line down, there you'll see it says Frankincense, Thieves, and Copaiba under it. And there's kind of two little arrows pointing there, and those are pointing to really the neck and up high, even up kind of toward the back of the neck. And I love putting those right over my throat, and I love putting them right whenever I feel like there's where the glands are that are kind of like under your ears, kind of at the back of your throat. When I feel those, I know I'm getting them on the right part of my skin. That's where I love to put my Thieves, my Frankincense, and my Copaiba. The next line down, right here, this kind of a nebulous line, that's for the spine. I love putting essential oils on my spine, on my husband's spine. my kids. And I started to write out a list of oils under that line, and it just got too long because I love putting all the oils on the spine. And of course, if you looked at the chart, you know that each vertebrae in the spine has nerves that go out to all the different organs and all the different parts of the body. So you're not just putting them on the spine, but really you're supporting the entire body when you do that. And of course right here, drink your Ningxia red. Okay, down to the bottom, pointing at the feet. Thieves, oregano, raindrop oils, DiGoze. Really, any oil could go on your feet as well. The DiGoze is one that some people don't prefer the smell of, so they like to put the DiGoze on their feet. I'm one, if I'm feeling a little crazy, I don't like the DiGoze so much up where I can smell it, so I'm one to put it on my feet. Okay, starting on the other side and working down again. This line is pointing right where you could guess the mouth might be. We're looking at Copaiba vitality, Thieves vitality, lemon vitality, and of course I don't know why I didn't put peppermint vitality as well. That would be just a great one there. And when you're using the oils with your mouth, you could be gargling them, swishing them in a capsule. It could be in tea, water, a drop under the tongue. And again, I have some great recipes to share with you later that will kind of embellish this and give you more ideas. Next line down with the X's 2 under it. That line is pointing to, the arrow is pointing to the shoulders. So for me, I love the feel of just putting the oil all over my shoulders, around my neck, around the back, and it's just like this comforting, warming, just like a wrap or a fur collar or something cozy, whatever you might use to be cozy. And I love, for a reason, the X it is too for that. Okay, the next line down is pointing to the chest. So you can write chest on that line. And there is Raven, Eucalyptus, Ravintsara, lemon, and Copaiba. These, of course, the Raven is our top favorite. I love the story that our leader, Anna, tells. Her husband is a nurse in the ER. And one night, their little guy was beneath the wellness line. He was struggling with some things with his chest, and his dad listened to him with the stethoscope, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, Anna, you need to take him to the ER. He's just sounding really bad in there." And so Anna got him all bundled up, and as she was doing that, she rubbed some Raven on his chest, and they headed out to the ER. And when they arrived there, maybe 15, 20 minutes later, and the doctor listened to his chest, the doctor said, "Well, his chest sounds open and fine. He's struggling, but he sounds okay. Even though he's under the weather." And what a testimonial, right? Because his dad would have known what he sounded like before, and we just love our Raven oil. I can tell you that much. And of course, these are alternatives to the eucalyptus, the Ravintsara, the lemon. Of course, lemon, we use it for getting gunky stuff off, or like labels in the kitchen. It's great over the chest too. I love putting lemon on my little guy's chest and all of our chests, really. And the Copaiba over top. Copaiba is one of those driving oils that makes all the oils go deeper down in. So definitely having that Copaiba is a treasure. Okay, this next arrow down here is pointing to the belly, or tummy, or stomach, whatever you want to write there. DiGoze, peppermint, and lemon. And I know DiGoze, that's kind of a given. Peppermint, that's a given. Some people don't know about the lemon. That lemon is so supportive over the tummy. So, hey, that's one of my winter stash secrets, maybe. And down here to the diffuser at the bottom, Again, you can put whatever oils you love in that diffuser, but these are some basic favorites that we love. These ones kind of on this side by the big person are kind of ones that we love. The Joy with Lemon, that's kind of my mom blend when I need some motivation, some joy, some, I can do this. Joy and lemon. Thieves and lemon, of course, that is multi-purpose. Great anywhere, any place. And the Thieves with Stress Away kind of smells like Cinnabon. So if you're like, I want something fancy for the day, Thieves and Stress Away. And over here, these are my baby favorites. RC and Lavender. I love doing that in my little guy's room. And Lavender and Lemon as well. Very gentle. Sometimes the cinnamony ones can be unwelcome to tiny noses. So I like to go with the lavender base and a little something else. That's just me. And of course, jumping over here to the other side of the page, these will be more self-explanatory now that we've done the first side with the little guy. You see the lavender, RC, sniffles, and underneath it says temples, or the hair, rubbing it through the hair, or maybe onto the sleeper or a soft blanket that's nearby. Those are just great for their breathing overall. I'm going to pause and point out, I love the RC for the breathing up here. I love the Raven for the breathing down here. And I definitely think they have their strengths. And I've even read in some books that those are actually their strengths. Putting the Raven lower, putting the RC higher might give you more of your desired effect. Okay. This arrow pointing to the little guy's mouth, that's Copaiba Vitality and Ningxia Red. Of course, with little ones, we don't really do much oils by mouth, right? But the Copaiba, it can be good for the gums when they're teething. That's primarily what I use it for. But that can have, dual effect. Copaiba is great for the digestion as well. And of course, the Ningxia Red. Okay, the next arrow there is kind of pointing toward the shoulders. It's meant to be pointing toward the neck, so you might want to jot yourself a little note. Frankincense and Thieves diluted on their little necks, the same places. The ears, over the throat. Favorites. Love the results we get when we do that for the little ones. Lemon, Raven diluted, and Copaiba, again down here on the chest. DiGoze and tummy jize for the belly, and lots of oils down here on the feet. Those little ones, it's not so far from their feet to their head as it is for us. So I do a lot of their oils on their feet. The lemon, the Thieves, oregano, mountain savory, peppermint, DiGoze. And notice the oregano and mountain savory are actually quite similar. I've heard that the mountain savory is a little bit milder for kids. So I got some and I use it. But they are similar. This month, I want to jump back over to this page. You'll see down here at the bottom is a bottle of oregano. And anyone who is reactivating their account or opening a brand new membership gets this oregano for free, just as a gift from Young Living to say, hey, thanks. So that's really cool. So you might not have to worry about that mountain savory. You'll get some lemon if you start out. And I did want to show you over here, back to this oils page again. The premium starter kit. Okay, so when we're looking at this chart with all the people and all the faces, there are some stars by some of the oils, but most of the oils don't have a star next to them. And those ones without a star, those are all found in this premium starter kit. And that premium starter kit and those oils are the oils I use for my winter wellness, and I restock for my winter wellness, and I use all year round. And you'll notice, like, the ones with the stars, there are some in every category, but not as many as just the ones from the starter kit. Now, a lot of those ones with the start are in the Golden Touch kit. And I would encourage you, if you're getting started, you want to get ready for winter, getting this premium starter kit with the diffuser, with the 11 essential oils, with the 2 packets of the Ningxia red, that is a great investment for the winter time. And getting it through, if you would get it by Wednesday, you get it 10% off. So instead of it being $160, maybe $144. How cool is that? And instead of just saving $130, you're actually saving $146. So that is a huge savings if you're able to do that by Wednesday. And we'll talk a little bit more about that toward the end. And if you're stocking up for winter, I would encourage you to consider throwing the Golden Touch kit along with that. I marked down on my sheet, it has that raven, it has the Melrose that we put around our ears, and it also has Endoflex, which is great, rubbed right over the thyroid, and Juvaflex, which is associated with the liver and liver health. And there's some duplicates here. So if you were to get the premium starter kit and you were to get the Golden Touch kit, you would get 2 DiGoze, 2 Thieves, and 2 RZ. And let me tell you, you couldn't double up on some more important oils. So, wow, these are a great combination for winter. And of course, the raindrop kit as well. If you had some of these basic oils and you wanted to go a little further in, we love our raindrop kit. And there's a lot of savings there. Plus it comes with a video that tells you how to do the raindrop massage, which can be really helpful and really enjoyable. And I don't want to get over your head, but if you want to dot right over here in the corner, write down the number 190. And then right after that, put the letters PV. When you're working on your order, you'll notice that each item has a dollar amount and a PV amount. And when your order reaches the 190 PV mark, Young Living puts some extra free oils in your box. And this month, it's Lavender and Palo Santo, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. But I think those are the 2, the 190 PV. So I think you would have to add one more item because I believe this is around 100 PV. This is right around like 85 PV. So you need a little something extra. So maybe you want to add like the Joy or the Exodus 2. Maybe you would want to back up to the supplements and pick out a supplement. Just something to get you right up to that 190 PV mark. So you get some extra goodies on there. So, okay, I want to just point out here, there's a couple of freestanding oils. We talked about the Joy. We talked about the Exodus 2. Exodus 2 is my oil, I call it when all else fails. If I had a little emergency stash that just sat there for emergencies, it does. Mine has a bottle of Exodus 2 in it. The Exodus 2 is the blend. It combines the oils that God gave for the tabernacle, the holy anointing oil, and the holy incense for the tabernacle. And Gary Young at Young Living, he took those recipes, he combined them because God said, I don't want you to use them individually, but those are my recipes for my certain things. So Gary combined them. I think there was one oil he chose not to include. He included a couple other ones. So it's not just like God's recipe, but it is a wonderful smell. And it is incredibly, incredibly potent. I don't use it on the kids because it's just, even diluted, I feel like it's really strong for their skin. But As an adult, I love it, and I use it when all else fails. So a little bit about X's too. Okay, so moving on, we covered those handouts. The next handout is just a simple diagram with a couple feet on it. And if you're one for putting oils on your feet, I encourage you to take a marker. I'm going to write right on here. And here you can see. I drew a circle right at the base of the toes and the top of the foot. And that's the sinus points, y'all. So if you're struggling with your sinuses, it's hard to put oils on the face right there because it's so close to your eye, and sometimes they make your eyes water, maybe you're wearing makeup. I love to try putting them at the base of the toes, as weird as that sounds, but I experienced a lot of relief. And down here, I just threw this on for curiosity's sake. You see these circles right here, right where the ball of the foot is. And there's lines there, and it says lymph drain. That, again, has to do with that lymphatic system and how the feet pumping and moving pump the lymphatic system. There's actually a technique that I think the Pocket Reference has, if you have a Pocket Reference, how to move the foot into, like saying this, these are my toes and this is the ball of my foot, to actually bend the foot back and forth and flexing those toes, almost like a walking motion. And they call it the lymphatic pump. So if there's someone that was bedridden or couldn't move, or even if you're less mobile, you could do that lymphatic pump on them and help them moving that lymphatic fluid. All right. Our next page is our recipes. And if you don't have these handouts, I would encourage you to shoot me an email at Cheryl, cheryl.yleo@gmail.com, because I would love for you to have these recipes and let me know, hey, I watched your webinar and I want the recipes. And I will email those to you. So the first one is Soak Your Worries Away Bath Salts. And this is the recipe we did when we met locally here, and it was a blast. We made our little jar, and you can see we didn't just throw them together, we did it gift worthy. Really cute in a jar with a bow and a tag. If I get a chance, I would love to do a Facebook Live right on that Facebook group so y'all can see how we did to make this a gift. I think it would make a really sweet shower gift or a Christmas gift. Those bath salts. Next recipe is the winter tea. We have 8 ounces of hot water, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, that's Bragg's with the mother, a teaspoon of honey, a drop of Thieves Vitality, and a drop of Lemon Vitality, essential oils, and add them to the tea. And I'll be honest with you, adding that vinegar in there is a little bit weird. It's probably not the most delicious tea you've ever drank, but it is extremely soothing. Extremely soothing. Okay, down the bottom you have your homemade Thieves drops with honey and lemon. So a cup of the local honey, 10 drops of Thieves Vitality, 10 drops of Lemon Vitality, stevia powder or parchment paper. And you can look on Pinterest and you'll find some photo step-by-step of this recipe or similar recipes, and how they, when it's all thick and starting to get thick, they'll put it on the parchment paper and it makes this perfect little round drop. Like, oh, it's so cute. You just wrap them in paper and you have your own Thieves drops. How cool is that? This is a recipe I definitely intend to make this winter. And the last recipe down here on the corner. Mama said there'd be days like this. Make your own capsules. This recipe, the 12 drops Thieves, 6 drops Oregano Vitality, 2 drops Frankincense Vitality in a capsule, 1 to 3 times per day. Note very strong, save for just the right occasion. That recipe isn't a recipe I came up with. That comes from this winter wellness guide from Growing Healthy Homes. I think that's .com. Growing Healthy Homes. They published this. As is the other recipe there at the bottom of the page, the Proactive Plan. Take Young Living Supplements ImmuPro, that's the one with the mushrooms that we talked about, and the Life 5 or the Life 9 probiotic. Taking those in the evening for a natural combo. Try adding Inner Defense gel caps to your morning regimen for even more power. Those are both from this booklet here. And these sweet little names are not what they're called in here. They have much more powerful names in here. And there's even a third recipe, which I'll tell you, and I hope if you have a pen you can jot it down. It's by Gary Young himself. 10 drops lemon, 8 drops mountain savory vitality, and 3 drops oregano vitality in a capsule. And let's see, that's 1 to 3 times per day. Moving right along, Mama said there would be days like this. This is a sheet of tips, just some extra tips that I don't want you to forget, such as taking a steamy shower and putting a few drops, putting the tub stopper in as the water starts to pool, putting some eucalyptus in that water. It'll soak on your feet and feel great, and the vapors will come up and you'll smell them and enjoy that. If you're not taking a shower, you can fill a bowl with some warm water and steamy water, put some drops in there, put a towel over your head so all that vapor is yours. It doesn't go out anywhere else, and you just get that spa experience. Oh, that feels so good, y'all. I can just tell you. Here's a cool trick. Sometimes when you're like, you've probably had a coworker say this, I'm well, I'm not contagious, I'm well, I'm all better. I just have whatever hanging on, and I just can't get rid of that last whatever. This is a little trick to take 5 drops of lemon if it's a little one, or if it's an adult, you might up that a little, or just stick to your feet. But for little ones, rubbing the 5 drops of lemon on the legs, like from the leg down to the foot, and just rubbing that in a couple of times a day. What a great support for getting it gone already. The next trick would be the Thieves Vitality and Lemon Vitality in a spoonful of honey, taking that honey, stirring those drops in, and just taking it in your mouth. Or adding it to a cup of hot tea, stirring the oils in the honey, and then adding them to the tea so they disperse. And you don't have that hot oil floating on top, like making hot spots on your lips. We already talked about the Ningxia Red when you've lost your appetite or feeling depleted. We already talked about Ningxia freezing and shipping. Immune system starting in the gut, using DiGoze or Life 9 or Life 5 just because. I'm all about that. And here's something I didn't put on there, but you might want to jot down. I love rubbing DiGoze on my tummy, and it doesn't always smell that great. So the one time, just by chance, I rubbed orange essential oil over that DiGoze, and then I rubbed geranium essential oil on over that DiGoze. And I went out shopping. And would you know, ladies were tracking me down in Old Navy saying, "You smell amazing." What is that amazing smell? And it was my DiGoze with my orange and with my geranium oil on top of it. What a crazy combination, but there you go. If you need to smell, wear DiGoze and you want to smell good, there you go. Okay, so the next point would be additional diffuser for each bedroom. Highly recommend. the Exodus 2 for when all else fails. This one's kind of a freebie. It's neither here nor there. This is just a light bulb moment for me as a mom. Some points that I never connected before. Your doctor can't help you when something goes viral, but mama can. So did you know that, well, of course, when you go to the doctor with a virus or something, they can't give you an antibiotic. That's for something different. But God made things in our world that can help viruses and support the body in the presence of that and support our bodies to be well. And that was just, I don't know, a light bulb moment for me. So do some research there, find out what those things are, and support your family. Don't feel like you just have to wait it out. You just have to, there's nothing we can do, or just wait. Just, you can be proactive and you can use knowledge as power. So definitely research that. And last but not least, membership and essential rewards is Mama's Wintertime best friend. And the last sheet in your stack will be kind of a complicated one right here. Getting started with savings. Now, I've already talked about the Young Living kit and what a savings it is. But so this is how you get the kit. Young Living has set it up that anybody can just order the products at a retail price. But anyone who wants to be a member, they have a red carpet of savings that they want to roll out to you. Anyone who's interested to be a member. And we looked at the kits and we saw the savings for all the kits. And that is something for the members. So when you go, if you decide to get the premium starter kit, that kit is a member item. So you'll want to create a member account. And creating that member account not only saves you on the kit, but it saves you 24% on any future orders. How sweet is that? An extra 24%. And to keep that member discount going, all it takes is $1.50 PV, which is usually the same as dollars. So we'll say $150 purchase every year. Every year. Okay, so that's not per month or per 6 months. That's once a year. And that, let me tell you, no one struggles with that. Okay? As you can see, it's super easy to at least get that in, and you'll probably do a lot more besides. So, when you go to create that account, I have some directions right here. And if this sheet would be helpful to you, again, you can email me at Cheryl, cheryl.yleo@gmail.com. I would love to email you the sheet so you can have it, because it has the step-by-step instructions for creating that member account and placing that kit order. Going to youngliving.com, selecting Become a Member in the corner of the screen. Choose Member Account as opposed to Retail, so you can get that 24% discount. The next step is to enter your Young Living Sponsors Referral Number in the Sponsor and Enroller blank. Now, Young Living, you were probably either invited by me tonight or you were invited by a friend. And if that friend is a Young Living member, I encourage you to get in touch with them and say, hey, what's your referral number, right? I want to be part of Young Living, and I want to let them know that you introduced me to the oils. So be sure to get in touch with them. And I have a space right here. So as soon as you get in touch with them, jot it on that line. If you were invited by me tonight, all your handouts have the number, or you can get in touch with me and I can give you my number as well, 1697432. There you have it. So then you'll continue. You'll choose your premium kit with home diffuser. You'll choose the essential. You have an option to choose the Essential Rewards Program. Let me say that carefully. You do not need to do the Essential Rewards Program, but we'll talk about that because it is a mama's best friend in the winter time. And after you choose your kit with the home diffuser, and the reason I put home diffuser there is because that's the only one that gets the sale. If you want to order by Wednesday, get that $144 price tag, you'll want to do the home diffuser kit. That's the one kit that's discounted right now. So yep, you'll be all set, and we'll say welcome to Young Living. Down at the bottom, there's some information on essential rewards. And for those of you who are members who are here, I want you to know, if you've enrolled as a member, but you've never done essential rewards, there are some free oils for you this month. DiGoze, Lemon, and Thieves. So that's really cool. That's an October 2016 special only. So you'll want to give essential rewards a try in that case. If you're brand new, you can disregard that corner and just look over here. Essential rewards is amazing because it helps you stock up and it gives you points back to buy free products for your family at no cost except shipping and tax. So 10% back in points for months 1 through 3, 20% in points months 4 through 24, 25% in points after 24 months. Huge savings. Or rather, not savings, because that doesn't come off your order, but it goes into your account as a little stash that you can spend as soon as you wish after month 3. So after you've completed 3 months of essential rewards points, you can start cashing in, getting your free products that you want. You get reduced shipping with essential rewards. You get loyalty gifts on months 3, 6, 9, and 12. For example, month 3, that's a bottle of peppermint that you'll get just because you made it 3 months so far. Your auto ship date and your cart items can be switched up at any time. There's no, you're never locked into a certain date or product. And last but not least, it's a no risk commitment. If you start up and you don't make it all 3 months, you can cash in your points, but you haven't lost anything. It would have just have been if you would have purchased those same items through your member account without essential rewards. But on the chance that you will make it 3 months and that you will then ratchet up to the 20% in points back, I say it's worth a try. Give it a shot, see what you think. You could become addicted like I did. It's a great savings for a family. It really is. So again, those of you looking to start your member account by Wednesday, if you get a chance, you'll get to save $146. The rest of you who could jump in after Wednesday, saving $130 isn't that bad, let me tell you. $160 is the everyday sale price tag on the premium starter kit. That's a value of $290, so a great bundle there. So with that wraps up our webinar. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love winter. I love the snow. I love taking my kids outside. And I love not having to worry. I can put Thieves on their feet before the nursery, before going shopping. I can have my Thieves make a little Thieves spray with water for to put on the shopping cart handles. I can be prepared. Well, thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure doing this webinar with you. Have a blessed evening and a great winter.